I hate hearing about leads. I don't need leads. I need paying customers today. Does this sound like you? If it does, you're not alone. A lot of business owners feel that way. And when we spend money on ads or marketing, we want immediate returns. We want phone calls that lead into sales on the spot. But the truth is, leads don't always turn into paying customers overnight, especially in HVAC, plumbing, and electrical. Most leads, yes, most are not ready to make a decision right away. In fact, they're 6 to 8 months away from taking any action. So if you're only focused on now customers and ignoring leads who aren't ready to buy yet, you're leaving a lot of money on the table, big money. Let me tell you a story. This past June, at the time of this recording, it's December, we got a Facebook lead. The guy calls in, asks a million questions, seems interested, but he didn't buy anything. And for a lot of businesses, including mine, that's frustrating. And oftentimes that's the end of the story. No follow-up, just a lot of frustration. And honestly, I gave up on him. I got busy, a lot of calls come in, and I forgot about him completely. But here's the magic. The system didn't forget. Even though I wasn't following up, my pre-written automations kept going. He got a text 2 weeks later asking if he thought more about replacing his system. He got an email a month later with tips on choosing the right HVAC system. Then he got a voicemail drop about financing options. None of these following ups were me. They were automated. Fast forward to December. 6 months later, he calls back. This time, he's ready to go. Instantly, he just schedules it. Not for a quick fix, but a complete system replacement. And that one lead turned into a $20,000 job, all because the system kept following up when I didn't. That's the power of automation. So let me ask you, how many $20,000 jobs are you missing because you don't have a follow-up system in place? Here's the thing. Most businesses, they stop after the first call. I'm one of the guilty ones. I'll raise both hands. If a lead doesn't buy right away, they're forgotten. But do you know what those leads are doing in the meantime? They're calling your competitors. Over the weeks and months after they first reach out, they're talking to other companies and they're building relationships with the ones that do follow up. And the longer you stay silent, the more time they have to develop trust and loyalty with your competitor. Imagine this. A lead calls 3 companies, including yours. Company A sends a follow-up the next day. They check in and they offer helpful resources. Company B doesn't follow up at all. And then there's you. You answer the call, but after that, crickets. Who do you think they'll choose when they're ready to buy? The company that stayed visible and relevant? So let's be real. Follow-ups, they take time, and most business owners don't have time to manually follow up with every lead for months on end, and that's where the automation comes in. And there's a lot of softwares that'll do it. Let's talk about why follow-ups work. First of all, they build trust. When you consistently reach out to a lead over time, you show them you're reliable. You're not just a business looking to make a quick sale. You're a partner they can count on. Second, follow-ups keep you top of mind. So most people, they don't decide to replace an HVAC system or fix a plumbing issue on an impulse. They think about it, right? This isn't a candy bar. They research, and when they're ready to take action, they'll remember the company that stayed in touch. Third, follow-ups educate. A lot of leads don't move forward because they're simply unsure. Maybe they're confused about financing options, or maybe they don't understand why replacing their system's better than repairing it. Follow-ups gives you the chance to provide valuable information that helps them make a confident decision. Here's the beauty of automation. It works even when you don't. Think about that $20,000 lead I just told you about. I wasn't the one sending texts or emails. My automated system did all the work. This is what it looks like. Week 2, a text message. Hey, this is Michael from Acme Heating and Air. I'm just checking in. Are you still thinking about replacing your system? Let me know if you'd like to schedule a free consultation. Week 4, an email. 3 tips for choosing the perfect HVAC system for your home, right? Month 2, a voicemail drop. You can record these things ahead of time and have them automatically dropped. Hey, this is Michael from Acme Heating and Air. I just wanted to remind you about our financing. If you're ready to replace your system, give us a call. These messages are pre-written. You can schedule them in advance. They don't take any additional effort on your part, but they keep the person engaged for months. All right, one of my coaching clients had a lead who didn't buy after the initial call. Months passed with no response, but because they had a follow-up system in place, that lead received automated messages over time. 7 months later, the lead called back, scheduled a $12,000 installation, right? A 6-month, 8-month relationship builds a lot of trust. Another client who used follow-ups, they were promoting seasonal maintenance by sending automated reminders before the summer and the winter. They booked their technicians out for weeks. As a matter of fact, my automations, every time a job is done, customers will get a text message every 6 months, and it's scheduled out for 3 years. Every time I hit finish on any job. You can do that with a lot of softwares. There's tons of them out there. You can find them. I'll put in the description the ones that I recommend. So what you can do, you can use pre-written content. You can create a library of emails, text messages, voicemail scripts, things that address common questions, promote your services, provide value. But you want to segment your list. If you have 4,000 customers, you don't want to just send everyone the same information. You want to have the people that came in through Facebook ads, the people on maintenance plans, the people that wanted quotes. Send each one different messages, right? And then test and optimize. Find out what messages get responses, because that's what you want. You want to invite people into a conversation. You want them to respond, not necessarily purchase, but at least respond and talk to you. Now, here are the common mistakes. Giving up too soon. A lot of businesses, they stop after 1 or 2 follow-ups. Don't make that mistake. Commit to the long game. Overloading leads. Okay, now, consistency is important, but you don't want to bombard leads with so many messages. I knew a person, they sent an email every other day. It's too much, okay? There's a place for that. If you look in my video on Rainmaker campaigns, text message campaigns, there's a place for that if you need money now. I call that a Rainmaker, all right? But remember, personalize your messages whenever possible. So here's some closing thoughts. Here's my challenge to you. Don't let another lead slip through the cracks because they called, they didn't buy, you hung up, you got frustrated because your schedule's not busy. Build a follow-up system, automate it, commit to it, and watch how your business transforms. Because remember, the jobs you're doing 6 months from now will be the result of the follow-ups you're sending today. You want to take action. Just imagine if you had a schedule full of jobs this week from leads that called you 6 months ago. You wouldn't care how long ago they were because they're today. So you have to start that snowball action. That's one of the reasons us contractors don't understand marketing companies, because they just want to send leads. We want jobs now, and we never meet in the middle because we don't typically understand each other. There's a lot of times I've called my marketing company upset, like, hey, these leads are whack, they're weak, they're sorry leads. Because I expected if I run a Facebook ad and they click on it and I paid for that ad, or if I ran a Google ad and somebody called and I paid for that call, they better buy something because I paid $50 for that call. Some of these Google ads are $50, $60. My Facebook campaigns are thousands of dollars per month. I want that money right now. But that's not the reality of it. People are making decisions. They want to buy a car for their son or a car for their daughter. They may not necessarily want to buy it tonight. They're doing research, and in their mind, it's months out. And you can be at the beginning of that research. They're going to call 4 or 5 or 6 companies, but then you're the one they develop a relationship with. People are going to start dropping off when the weeks go by because they're going to say that lead went cold. You're going to be the only one taking care of them. I'll never forget, I have a customer that I did an HVAC change out for 3 years. And when we replaced that system, you know what she told me? Thank you so much for checking on me the last couple of years. Right? And that's what we're here for. We're here for customer service. Sales is not giving people what you want. I don't sell people what I want. I sell people what they want and what they need. And when someone calls, they're saying they need this, right? But it's a lot of money. And people don't just drop money because you want them to, because you paid for them to call. People drop money because they need it and they like you and they trust you. So go ahead and develop that relationship. And always remember, when someone comes through your system, if they call your phone or they email you or they text you, that is a person you're going to develop a 6 to 8 month relationship with. So start building it out. I don't expect you to build an 8 month out automated thing right now immediately, but you can build a 2-week one. You can build a 4-week one, right? So if they call you, you can call them the next day to follow up, and then you can call them 4 days later, and then you can call them a week later. That's a week out. And then you can set an automated text message for 2 weeks out, and another automated for the 4th week out. Just right there, that's 3 calls and 2 text messages. That's a month out. Add an email in there once a month and you're 6 months out. Throw a text message in there once a month and you have twice per month for 6 months. This is how you do it. This is how you grow. And if you automate it, you're not adding work to your plate. So I'm leaving you with this. It's just one simple idea. Leads are not instant. Leads are 6 to 8 months ahead of time. If you get that in your mind, you will never be so angry with your marketing company. You won't be so angry with yourself because you can't close on the phone. That's another video for another day. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're on Spotify or whatever, subscribe there. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. And of course, we do have a coaching program. We use the school community at the time of this recording. Go ahead and subscribe there. I hope you learned something. I'm looking forward to hearing from you.